Hey guys, it's Ken Kaplan from the New England Motorcycle Museum, and today I've got an absolutely stunning 1967 BSA 441 Special. This is the B44 model. They came in 3 styles this year using essentially the same frame. This is the Scrambler model, the on-off-road model, hence the high pipe. They had a low pipe model, and they had a motocross version. I'm no BSA expert, so if I'm wrong on everything, don't crucify me. And if you want to pipe in and correct me, I'm humble enough to be corrected. But from what I know about this bike, it was an extremely popular model back in its day. It's a single down tube frame, and it has a 441cc single cylinder 4-stroke motor. It had a Girling shocks on it. It was very lightweight, only 290 pounds, and it had about 30 horsepower. And they had a factory hop-up kit that could easily bring it to 40 horsepower. And they won a lot of races with this motor. This motor right here actually won the 1965 World Motocross Championship. This is a World Championship winning motor. So BSA proved to the world they could build a big bore single cylinder 4-stroke thumper that could actually hold together under serious abuse. This is absolutely stunning machine. The previous owner had this bike for over 40 years. At one point, he had dismantled the motor to rebuild it, lost interest, and the bike sat for ages. And the bike was reassembled, and it's being sold as is. It's not currently in running order. I'll go over a list of what it needs, or what I think it needs. The good news is the components, the engine, everything has a real nice shine on it. It's low miles, 5,900 miles. It has a brand new, this is a $150 header pipe that he had lost the header pipe when he moved or something like that. So this header pipe is brand new. The chain is brand new. It's about $250 worth of new parts on the bike, and it's absolutely stunning. I'd put this in the museum exactly the way it is today and show it, and it would turn heads. If you want to ride it, you're going to need to rebuild the motor. It's going to need a new clutch cable. It's going to need a new front brake cable. It's going to need a new throttle cable, a new air boot to air box, and probably some complete rewiring and rebuild of the engine. So awesome machine, storied history on this bike as world champion motocross racer. They're terrific for tight and twisty European motocross courses, and they're a lot of fun on the street or as a trail bike. So this particular model has a 2.5-gallon steel gas tank, and it's just a really beautiful piece. To me, it's at this point modern art. In this box over here is a bunch of parts the previous owner gave us from the engine. Here's the original piston, which appears to be I believe it's an aluminum piston. I know it had a steel alloy bore, but the piston and rings look like they're in great shape. Matter of fact, the rings look like new. So I'm not sure why he dismantled the engine, but he didn't put the piston back in it, so the piston's not in there. A bunch of transmission components are missing. We have a 6-month backlog on restorations, and we're not BSA experts, so we elected not to do the reassembly. There's some wiring harness here, so I think that it's going to need a new wiring harness and a complete rebuild of the engine. But that's the bad news. The good news is I pulled out the blue book here just to take a look at what these are trading for, and it shows a B441 VE Victor Special with an NADA retail value of $15,645 for a number 1, and $8,900 for a 2, a $5,070 for a 3, and a $2,700 for a 4. I would say this is easily a number 3 bike based on the cosmetic condition. It does need to be rebuilt, obviously, and restored, but it's all there. Ironically, the Roadster is worth much less, about a third. I'm not sure why this one's worth more. We did check the engine numbers. This is a B44EA 1656. That's the show me the serial number on the side of the motor. Get up real close to the engine if you could, Kenny, and take a look at the cases and the frame rails. The bottom of the frame rails is in mint shape. The rims are nice and straight. Just a beautiful bike. If you want to add this to your collection as is, or the beauty of buying it like this is usually when you buy a vintage bike that's 50 years old, if you're going to run it or race it, you want to go through the motor anyways. Do it your way, do it the right way. Find a BSA specialist to dismantle this motor and completely rebuild it, and you got yourself a world-class, world championship winning motorcycle. 5,987 miles, and she's real easy on the eyes, isn't she? If you have any questions, give us a call, 860-454-7024. We'll ship the box of parts. Oh, and I got a literature. Check this out. We got it from, so you get this magazine article that he had laminated, 441 decal, some installation and wiring instructions, another BSA decal, some British parts catalogs, And he's got a couple magazine articles here about the 441 Victor. There's a 3-inch stack of literature on the 441, retail price list for parts. And then he's got in here a printed off Victor Series model B44 workshop manual for the Victor Special. Matter of fact, I had pulled out this picture, the 441 Victor Enduro Victor Special 1967. You can see this matches that bike perfectly. That's the bike. So, and it's 100% original, except for the paint job. It's been repainted on the gas tank, kind of a amateur garage spray bomb paint job, but it's been wet sanded and buffed, and it looks pretty damn good from 10 feet. But it's a spray can paint job, so it looks amazing. But like I said, if it was mine, I'd go through it. But you get the manual, you get the another workshop manual here. I don't know why this one's different, but he's got two manuals. One's a service manual, one's a workshop manual, and then he's got another one here, another workshop manual. It's a little bit thicker. I don't know if it's from a different reprint, but he must have bought these offline or something. These are all included with the bike. Here's a spares part manual for the B44 Victor Special. And the NAD value is off the hook, so there's plenty of sweat equity value in this bike. Buy it at a low entry price with low reserve. Hope it goes to a great home. If you want to leave it here at the museum, we'd be happy to have it. We won't charge you to store this here because it'll go right in the. We normally charge $50 a month for storage. If you want to leave it here, we'll roll it in the museum as long as you'd like. So, if you have any questions, call me. 860-454-7024. Good luck bidding on this beauty, and God bless America.